Hello everybody, welcome back. Part 2 of our unboxing for Edge of Eternities bundle. And we'll see how many of these boosters we get through. I only opened one in the last video along with the set. So let's grab one. Let's just grab one from the middle here and go into it. It's kind of fun. I'm sorry, I apologize for the lighting. It's pretty terrible, but we will manage. You might hear my dog sniffing around. That's okay. Ooh, there's our token, our robot token. So I wonder if we can assume that there's probably going to be a card in this one that uses that mechanic. Let's take a look. First one's a red. Mountains. Rig for War. That costs 1 mountain, 1 mana. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike and reach until end of turn. I like that. Reach is handy. We build our beam cutters to mince bedrock. Should slice an Numidian hole with no issues. Interesting. Some fascinating lore to this series. Kind of excited to dive into it. This seems interesting. A virus beetle. 1 swamp, 1 mana. It's an artifact creature insect. When this creature enters, each opponent discards a card. Oh, it's handy. The Numidian biotechs were delighted when a mutated malware gene devastated their systems that encouraged the trait so long as future clutches could be contained. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what these Numidian things are. Must be again crazy insect virus race or something. I don't know. Living malware. Well, this looks like another one of oh, it's not. This is an artifact creature. I thought it was one of the jellyfish guys at first. But this appears to be an artifact creature that is an island. 1 island, 3 mana. And when this creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on a target creature and draw a card. Oh, it's a 3/4. Sometimes the best parts are already in use. Oh, well. I'll let you guys figure out what that means. Flight Deck Coordinator. He's a plains. 1 plains, 2 mana. He's a human soldier. That's some cool artwork there. Very Star Wars kind of. Battlestar Galactica. Oh, yeah, that almost looks like a Viper, doesn't it? Beginning to see the sci-fi influence all around us in this one. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, you gain 2 life. Oh, well. How do you like that? That's a fun card. The hidden might of the Sunstar Free Company is its technical staff. Oh. Very well staffed people. He takes a good staff. The Drix Fate Maker is a forest. A Drix Wizard. Oh. It's interesting. Wonder what these Drix are. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has trample. Ooh. And it's got warp. It's a 3/2. Next on the list is Swarm Color. Whoa, that is freaky. That's some crazy stuff right there. It's an insect warrior. Costs 1 swamp, 3 mana. Flying, as I think you know, an insect would. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, draw a card. Ooh. Draw. The swarm lacked a natural predator, so the Eternities became one. Oh. Must be these Eternian dudes. Evil insects, it seems like. Or maybe not. Thawbringer. Huh. It's a forest. 2 mana. Insect Scout. When this creature enters or dies, survey 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. We are as ice, their mentor once told them, destined to shed our rigid form and nourish the grounds with our melting. He's a 4/2. Cool. It's like a... I'm not sure what he is. If that's like a pack that he wears, or is it actually part of him? Fascinating. Some really great artwork in this. Amazing stuff. An elemental. Let's see what kind of elementals we have in space. 1/1. Sorry. 1 mountain. 1 mana. That's some crazy artwork. A lot going on there. He's an elemental. Oh, he's got reach. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature gets +2/+0 until end of the turn. Interesting. And he's got a... So well, he's pretty much a 2/4 whenever you... If you pay land, or... I don't know. If anybody can enlighten me on that rule. I'd like to know more about it. Even until Exodus Day, those in power on Kavaran refused to acknowledge that the planet was trying to tell them something. My apologies if I'm butchering the pronunciations of these. I'm not sure if there's, set pronunciations. Just going by what it looks like to me on the card. So, I apologize. Next up, ooh, this guy looks fun. Seer Vondim, the Lucent. 2 swamps, a plains, and 2 mana. He's a legendary creature, a human knight. Check that artwork out. Whoa. A lot going on in this battle. 2 people behind him look like they got shot. She looks like she's suffering. That person looks dead. No, man. And he's just raging. Death Touch and Lifelink. Oh, wow. Whenever Seer Vondim enters or attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain Death Touch until end of turn. Ooh. That's kind of a fun one. That can be pretty awesome and annoying if you're having it played against you. A new dawn, burning away in the darkness. Excuse me. It is dark right now. Took me a while to get back into this. The Code Cracker Hound. 2 island and 2 mana. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. I'm a sucker for dogs. Code Cracker Hound. It reminds me of Cowboy Bebop. Fine. It's a dog. Yeah. When this creature enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Oh. And he can warp. It's a warping dog. Even across the edge, a dog is still a dog. I love that. That's amazing. Elegy Acolyte. Ooh, 2 swamp and 2 mana. Look at that guy. That is terrifying. Stuff of nightmares right there. But beautiful. It's a human cleric. Oh. Got that foily at the bottom. Lifelink. Whenever one or more creature you control deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Ooh. Void. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. That's that guy. Aha. Yeah. That's a 4/4. Well, that's kind of cool. Starting to get some ideas for some of these decks. Ooh, this next one looks kind of special. We have a borderless, a Rust Harvester. Whoa. That is trippy. That is there's a lot going on there. Looks like the cover to a 60s album or something. It's 1 mountain to play. And it's a robot artifact creature. And with menace. Ooh. For 2 mana and tapping him, you can exile an artifact from your graveyard and put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Then it deals damage equal to its power to any target. It recycled malaise into exuberance. It's a 1/1. That is crazy. That's a crazy card right there. You'll have to tell me in the comments. Excuse me again. Oh, we got a foil. Gene Pollinator. It's a forest. That is cool. It kind of looks like it's like an insect dinosaur with an engine strapped to his back. It's a artifact creature robot insect. And you can tap them. And you tap an untapped permanent you control. And add 1 mana of any color. Oh, lots of tapping going on that one. You minions have engineered a device or species to manage every stage of Terra symbiosis. Oh. It must be like bug robots. It's a 1/2. It's kind of fun. And of course, our land. We got a foil land though. Pretty. That beautiful plains artwork that we saw before. Well, all right. It was a fun one. I'm just gonna pop them right back in there. Save them for later. Moving on. So I mostly play Elder Z is my deck. I was fortunate enough to pull an Emra Cruel card, The Promised End, and I built a whole deck around that. So this set is proving to be pretty awesome. I always love testing new decks. And there's another robot. More robots. They all appear to be the same robot token. It's pretty cool, but I was hoping for a little bit of variety. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Oh, Grav Pack. Monoist. One swamp, 2 mana. Oh. That's some cool artwork. I think we all kind of wish we could fly around like that. He's got like strange axes in his hands. It's a human scout. He's got flying, of course. I wouldn't imagine, a creature with gravity in its name not to have flying. When this creature dies, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Oh, yeah. So, I assume that's go together. Her food stores will run out before her fuel, leaving only her Mechan Grav Pack to carry her remains to the next eternity. Huh. So what, they starve to death out there and their packs just keep them flying around? Fascinating. And next we have a Cryo Shatter, which is an enchantment. It's an island. One island and enchantment. Some really cool artwork. I'm digging this art style that they have. Who is this? Jeremy Wilson. That's some cool artwork. Enchanted creature gets -5, -0. Ooh. And when enchanted creature becomes tapped or is dealt damage, destroy it. Wow. That's a kill card right there. Yulvoy are masters of the deep freeze though conditions must be perfect to avoid going into pieces. Ha ha ha. That's very punny. Oh. Those were the squid people. The Yulvoy. Sorry. Not the squid people. The jellyfish people. These new ones. Apparently they can freeze you. Here's a plains card. The Weft Blade Enhancer. Ooh. He's got a bit of a cost to him. 1 plain and 5 mana. Whoa. It's cool. He's got like a third eye gem thing going on. Crazy staff. A Drix Artificer. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Oh, and he can warp. His people watch the Eldrazi rise and the Fomori fall. Never will they watch again. Fascinating. Contenders of the Eldrazi. Shattered Wings. One forest, 2 mana. Oh. A lot going on in that one. Sorcery. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Surveil 1. The Midians sought to keep Evendo, a gentle world, at any cost. Huh. I like that. Taking care of those pesky flyers. A Nebula Dragon. Ooh. Kind of reminds me of Falkor. Never-ending story. Flying through space. He's got a cost to him, though. 1 mountain, 6 mana. He's got flying. When he enters, it deals 3 damage to any target. That's a nice one. We like that. Legend says the first Regent Maximum was herself a dragon. She illuminated the void and gifted the celestial palatinate light forging. 4/4. It's got a kind of a high cost for a 4/4, but I guess the damage it deals. Yeah, kind of the trade-off. What do we have here? A Zookeeper Mechan. Whoa. 1 mountain, 1 mana. That is some crazy artwork. Imagine the Zookeeper is the thing in the background. And this is some sort of gigantic cat creature. It's an artifact creature robot, and you can tap it and add mana. A mountain, specifically. And for 6 mana and a mountain, target creature you control gets +4/+0 till end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. There's a lot of interesting buff mechanics in this set. Infinite Guidelines. Fauna from Sothera. Exhibit proved popular. Unfortunately, the biological zookeepers kept getting eaten. So they needed robots. Temporal Intervention. 1 swamp, 2 mana. It's a sorcery. Void. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from that. That player discards that card. Oh. Let me see your hand. It will not end any other way than this. Some interesting artwork there. Next on the block is an artifact. Oh, another All Fate scroll. We saw this one in the last video. It's a fun one. You social engineering. They got some great cards names in this one, don't they? For 2 forest and 3 mana. They're all lined up, ready for war. It's an enchantment. It's an uncommon. It's got landfall. Well, huh. You know, they only gave me 1 robot token, which is odd. And it can warp. A harmonious production for a better world. Building better worlds. Let's see. Oh, all right. Vote out. Look at that. 1 swamp, 3 mana. This poor guy. Look at him. Not really poor. Look at all the fingers. See the shadows? Looks like he's getting sent out. An uncommon, it looks like, with Convoke. And, oh, yep. Destroy target creature. Democracy is not always just. This is an interesting card. David Alvarez. Unless we're talking about managed democracy, right? And my fellow Helldivers out there. I know you're out there. We're everywhere. We have another litho breaking. We saw that one in the first video as well. It's an instant, an uncommon. The artwork on it is pretty cool. It's by Andrew Marr. Siege class siege ship. Oh, interesting. 1 forest, 2 mana. Looks like we have a rare. It's an artifact spacecraft. Yeah, we saw this one in the last one, I believe, as well. Some great artwork there by Leon Tucker. Sorry, Leon, if I mispronounce your name. Oh, and we got ourselves a foil. Mental modulation. It's an instant. It's a fun one. Really just amazing. Look at those eyes. Andrew or Gay. Oh, so sorry. Gray. Yep. Never gonna live that one down. And, of course, an island. In the pack. Fun ones there. Some repeats. Some new stuff. Oh, there's the empty one. Let's just get you right back in there. Right where you belong. And I think we can do one more here. Maybe two. The night is still young, right? There's nothing like opening a pack of boosters, is there? It's such a satisfying feeling. Alright, here we go. Oh, a different token. What do we got here? Who is this chap? This is, Deseret. Cruel Captain. That's funny. The throne he's sitting on. The logo for magic. Look at him, though. Oh. Very cruel indeed. It's an emblem. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3 1/1 counters on target artifact you control. If it's not a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot artifact creature. Huh. So this must be in conjunction with a different card. Alright, we have a Shattered Wings again. We just saw that one. Sergei Glushikov, the artist on that. I really like the artwork on this one too. This is some cool stuff. Alright, we have a Cavaron Turbo Drone. It's better than a normal drone. It's a turbo drone. It's 1 mountain, 2 mana. You got a robot scout. You can tap them, and target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. Safe? Buddy, the whole planet is falling apart. We don't have time for safe. Dorgan. Cav Roboticist. It's a 2/3. Magma falling apart. They must be harvesting it or something for its resources. Seems to be a lot of daring swashbuckling in this set. Gravkill. That's, wow. Yeah. That's a hole in that person, and he's getting slowly sucked into that black hole. Probably not a good way to go. It's 1 swamp and 3 mana. It's an instant. Exile target creature or spacecraft. Ah. Sing. When the faller reaches the end of his journey, all things will arrive at the 0 point. What is unending will persist through to the new creation and be ordered accordingly. The theorem unending and final. Antiphon. Chapter 6. A lot going on in the lore of this one. A McCann shield mate. 1 island, 1 mana. He's an artifact creature, a robot soldier. He's a defender. As long as an artifact entered the battlefield under your control this turn, this creature can attack as though it didn't have defender. Interesting. Very fascinating. Yeah, he's got like a crazy shield, taking some lightning. Got some General Grievous looking arms with some crazy light swords. Do not mistake a preference for peace for an inability to fight. Yivin, Pinnacle Envoy. It's a 3/2. 3/2 but defender. A defender that can attack. Focus Fire. For 1 plane. Whoa. Look at those ships. It's like a cover for a sci-fi novel. Orson Scott Card or something. Focus Fire deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature, where X is 2 plus the number of creatures and or spacecraft you control. We are the arrows of the Sun-Soul's quiver. Declaration of Fleet Purpose. Axiom, Chapter 2. And then we have Intrepid Tenderfoot. 1 forest, 1 mana. It's an insect citizen. For 3 mana, you can put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Activated only as a sorcery. Ooh. This guy can become pretty strong pretty fast. Nyriks felt their molt coming. Before taking a new form, they had to find what Evendo required of them. Wonder who Evendo is. This Evendo chap we keep hearing about. Mechanozoa. Oh. 2 island and 4 mana. Hefty cost on that one. 5/5 artifact creature. It's a robot jellyfish. It's a terrifying combination of words. Robot jellyfish. When this creature enters, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. And it's got warp. That's apparently huge. It's this massive, gigantic space jellyfish robot. Umbral Collar Zealot. 1 swamp, 1 mana. It's an uncommon. It's a human cleric. Sacrifice another creature or artifact and surveil 1. Yeah, interesting. Walking down some steps. Got some floating orbs. Looks like he's about to mess up somebody's business. All things will fall to the 0 point. By accepting this truth, my path is known and my fate is certain. These guys, 0 point. It's the swamp. These guys must like worship black holes or something. Or I wonder if it's the that void we hear about. It talks about it on the back of the box. Battle for a dying star. A super void. I wonder if that's it. Unravel. 2 island, 1 mana. In, say, an uncommon instant and a counterspell. If the amount of mana spent to cast that spell was less than its mana value, you draw a card. If the amount of mana spent to cast that spell was less than its mana value, you draw a card. Fascinating. Drick's Weft Walking requires neither Eternity columns nor Pinnacle code books, but the art is ancient, and each passing is a leap of faith. Oh yeah, this guy seems to be coming undone at the seams. No pun intended. Alright, what do we have next? Harmonious Grove Strider. For 2 mana, 2 forest mana, and 3 mana, you can summon this creature beast. It's like a strange, I don't know what. I thought it was like a dinosaur at first, but upon closer inspection, it's more plant-like. It's got ward on it. This creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Beyond the borders of Pinnacle space, alien worlds of untold wonder await. That's a pretty cool card. Okay. Honored Knight Captain. That's interesting. Create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. And you can sacrifice it, and then you can search your library for some equipment. Hope can never fade so long as there's a hand to carry my sword when I fall. Teaching his apprentice. That's a cool one. We have a duel. Pinnacle Emissary. I've talked about the Pinnacle, so this must be one of the Pinnacle we've heard about. Mountain, island, and 1 mana. It's a robot. And there is a lot going on there, huh? Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying. This token can block only creatures with flying. It's got warp on it. And that foil, I love that. Just something about that. And we got a foil. Decode Transmissions. 1 swamp, 2 mana. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Void. You would kill the Faller, our Messiah, and call us monsters. And of course our mountain. Mustafar Mountain. Well, that is 3 down. 4, technically, if you count from the last video, so... What's that? We have, how many more to go? Getting there, nice and safe. I guess I should put the pack here from the last video, huh? Oh! Got to put that token in there. Funny that this was in there, but I didn't find anything that used it in that set. Alrighty. How many more do we have here? Let's see. So, 5 more, so I think we can do one more. One more. Before we call it a night, right? Come on, open up. Reveal your secrets to me. Hey, robot. What a surprise. Uh-huh. Look at that. There's a little defect at the top of them. Happens sometimes, these little cutting defects. Alright. What do we have? We have a Graveblade Heavy. 1 swamp, 3 mana. Human soldier. Whoa. That's a crazy Graveblade. Seems like these followers of the Void must use these little black holes. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gets +1, +0, and has Death Touch. It's difficult to dodge a weapon that commands gravity itself. Oh, yeah, I cannot argue that. It's a 3/4. We have a Divert Disaster. Instant. It's a counter spell. Counter the spell unless its controller pays 2. If they do, create a lander token. I'm just kind of going to go through these ones. Banishing Light. Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Stygian Demon, you are sentenced to 10 cycles of illumination. May the light scour the shadows from your soul. And there it is. There's he getting banished away. A Fungal Colossus. Ooh. Fungus Beast. He's Colossus. Colossal. Look at the size of him. See that ship there? Spell cost X less to cast, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. Oh, one of those ones again. When the falling shards of Kavarin shattered the icy shell of Avendo, the Eumidian seed pods were far from the only form of life awakening from slumber. Huh? Ore Plate Pangolin. That's kind of cool. Look at that. He's got a rock in his hand. A robot pangolin. Whenever another artifact you control enters, you may pay 1. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Get strong. It wasn't the most efficient design, but the miners refused to part with old Pangy. We got another Mechanozoa. Just saw that one. Nice card. Fomaton Torpedo. 1 mana. Look at that thing. It's an artifact. And for 6, and tapping it, sacrifice this artifact, destroy target non-land permanent. This ability costs 3 less to activate if you attack with a spacecraft this turn. Oh. A miniature star, replicating the mana aether reactions in a sun's core. Don't want to get hit with one of those. Sounds terrifying. And we have an Inspector Mechan. Inspector Mechan. I just couldn't resist. Flying, when it enters, return target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And it's got void. Interesting. And then we have a swamp card. Hymn of the Faller. Ooh. Well, that's kind of scary, huh? Sorcery spell. Does truth lie in the void between stanzas? We call that subtext. Tractor Beam. It's an enchantment or some cool artwork. Must be a jellyfish ship. Enchant creature or spacecraft. When this aura enters, tap enchanted permanent. You control enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Ah ha ha. Taking control now. Watery Grave. A new land. This is our first land pull, dual land pull. It's an island swamp. It's a rare. As this land enters, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. Wow. I think those are ships. Log 2.9.089. Lamuat, the cemetery moon of salvage and secrets. Could be profitable for those brave enough to plumb its recesses. Maisie's Edge Chronicles. Nice. Oh, okay. Might Form Harmonizer. He's an insect druid. Didn't know they had druids. How do you like that? Look at him. He's like conjuring plants around him on his chitin. It's interesting. Landfall and Warp, and he's a 4/4. Oh, and then we have a foil. Reroute Systems. Kind of hard to tell what's going on between the foil in this one, but it's pretty. It's an instant with an option. Choose one. Target artifact or creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Or Reroute System deals 2 damage to a target tapped creature. And then we pulled a Borderless Land. We pulled a Swamp. We saw this one in my foil from the first pack that I opened of the set pack, the lands. Cool to get another one. Well, let's see. I know I said this was going to be the last one, but I'm thinking I might do one more. It's hard to stop once you start. It's an addiction. Plus, I really want to see, I really want to see what cards he gave. And the token pull out of this is a munitions card. And it leaves the battlefield. It deals 2 damage to any target. Let's see if we actually pull the card that uses it. So first card out of this one is another Grav Kill. Just saw that one. We have another Spellcraft Mechan. Oh, sorry. Selfcraft. Maybe this will be my last one. Getting tired. Another Focus Fire. We have a Drix Fate Maker. Rig for War. So I think this is a new one. Oh no, we pulled this one before. I must be getting tired. A Thawbringer. Saw that one. We got another Thaumaton Torpedo. And another Wedgelight Rammer. So far, all the we've seen all these cards before. Well, now this is new. This is different. A Mechan Assembler. He's a 1 island 4 mana. It's a Robot Artificer. Whenever another artifact you control enters, create a 2/2 colorless robot token creature. Yeah, I think we've seen this one before. What do we got here? A Monoist Centauri. 4/1 Defender. Robot Xenomorph. Invasive maneuvers instead of evasive. Invasive. Invasive maneuver deals 3 damage to target creature. It deals 5 damage instead if you control the spacecraft. Ooh. Saves a lot on the ammunition. No, I'm not kidding. Captain Mayav, Caveron Memorial Navy. I'm sure it does. Crashing right in. Alright. A bioengineered future. That is a enchantment. When it enters, create a lander token. Each creature you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each land that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Interesting. That lander effect, that's pretty devastating. And a foil. Dubious Delicacy. It's food. Artifact food. When this artifact enters, up to 1 target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. It's got flash on it too. And it's got some tap mechanics. You can sacrifice the artifact and gain 3 life. Or you can sacrifice the artifact and target opponent loses 3 life. It's an acquired taste. And it came with a forest. Well, you know, I've only got 3 left. I say we finish this off. It's going to be a long video, but, you know, we'll be done with it. I didn't even want to do a part 2. I wanted to make it all one video, but, you know, responsibilities. Alright, let's see what we got here. Our token pole is a human soldier token. Nice artwork on there. And we have a virus beetle. Another McCann shield mate. Another flight deck coordinator. Go, go, go! And another intrepid tenderfoot. Plasma bolt. Red Tiger Mechan. Interesting. He's a robot cat. Meow. That is one crazy cat. It's got haste and warp. While the Cavaron tiger has been extinct for centuries, its renowned ferocity endures. 3/3. And let's move on to Radiant Strike. Oh, look at it. Getting cut in half. Made a misstep. Shouldn't have misunderestimated her. It's an instant and it's an artifact destroyer, a life gainer. The light does not ask permission to cut through the darkness. Mentor Ultimate to Regent Maximum Taman IV. Mentor Ultimate. I hope that's a character in here. What a great name. We have a Meltstrider Eulogist. One of those insect soldiers we saw earlier. Master of Eulogies. And here we have a Survey Mechan. Artifact robot. Surveying what appears to be a crazy natural labyrinth world. Flying and hexproof. And for 10 mana, you can sacrifice him and deal 3 damage to any target. Target player draws 3 cards and gains 3 life. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is the number of differently named lands. What a fascinating... So it deals 3 damage to any target, and then a target player draw 3. You know, if anybody wants to explain, is that like if the 3 damage I do target player draws? Interesting. I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to explain that one to me. Kind of confused me. But that's magic, right? Scout for Survivors. Return up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield and put a 1/1 counter on each of them. Ooh. 3 becomes 4 from the grave. Some cool artwork there. We've received transmission. They're alive. Just barely. Sunstar Free Company Mission Control. Now we have a Specimen Freighter. It's a spacecraft. It's a spacecraft that brings non-spacecrafts back. And it's got mill. Ooh. Halea, guided by light. Legendary creature, human soldier. This was the gal who was cutting that other person in half on that other card. Standing in front of a black hole with some crazy awesome light polearm. Whenever Halea or another creature or artifact you control enters, you gain 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if you've gained 3 or more life this turn. And she warps. Not a bad cost on that one. Alright. And here is our foil. Roving actuator. It certainly is. Wow. Void. Whoop. And an island. You're getting some really fun cards. Seems like every pack, we have something new. Whoop. Okay. I promise if I keep doing this and we keep getting people to like and subscribe, I will upgrade all of my equipment. I don't know how most of you do this. Quite a feat doing these videos. Alright. Another human soldier token. A Perigee Beckoner. Interesting. Whoa. What's going on with this dude? Some serious legs on him. He never skips leg day, does he? Creature horror. When this creature enters until end of turn, another creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Terrifying. Alright. We have a Cryogen Relic. It's an artifact. Some sort of ice ball thing. It enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card, and you can sacrifice it for the cost to put a stun counter on something. Squire's Lightblade. Equipment with flash. Oh, and gains first strike until end of turn on the equipped creature, and it's a counter. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. We have another Gene Pollinator. Bugosaurus Rex. Bombard. 4 damage to target creature. Oh, that guy's having a bad day. Go back to your little war, Sun Stooge. This here is our operation. Guess those guys will defend their mines by blowing them up. Another Radiant Strike. Looks like Halea there doing her thing. Another red tiger mechan. Robot cat. Emergency eject. Destroy target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a lander token. This is your captain speaking. Our Eternity drive is ruptured. Light be with you all. Oh. Got another spacecraft. Larval scout lander. Yeah, we've seen one of those, I believe, on the first draw. A steel swarm operator. Those crazy wings. Tanuk. Memorial Ensign. Tanuk. Yeah, there he is. It's a legendary creature. A Kavu pilot. With landfall. Serving in the Memorial Navy was nothing like the posters made it out to be. I doubt the truth. Ragost. Deft gastronaut. Gastronaut. He's a lobster citizen. He certainly is. And look at him. Cooking up a storm. Artifacts you control are foods in addition to their other types and have 2 mana. Sacrifice this artifact to gain 3 life. And then he can pay him on, and you can tap him, and you can sacrifice a food, and he deals 3 damage to each opponent. Oh! At the beginning of each end step, if you gain life this turn, untap Ragost. Wow, that's a cool card. Not gonna lie. That's pretty awesome. Got the little foil on there too. And our foil card is a Zookeeper Mechan. The cat controller. Apparently those cats eat. Ooh, look at that eye. It's a good one. Our land is a forest. Well, that was our second to last one. Which brings us to our final booster in the Edge of Eternities. Bundle. Okay. Oh. Hung up there. And our token card is a drone. Get his little eyes. And our first card is Melded Moxite. Artifact enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Ooh, you can sacrifice it. Create a robot. Then we have a Comet Crawler. Ooh. Huge centipede-looking guy. Insect horror. With lifelink. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, this creature gets +2, +0 until end of turn. Oh, terrifying. Next up is an island. It's one of those sinister cryologists. A jellyfish wizard. When this creature enters, target creature an opponent controls gets -3 until end of turn. The power of the Jelly Wizard. We got some auxiliary boosters. Some equipment, some artifact equipment. When it enters, you create a robot token. You attach the equipment to it. It gets 1 and has flying. +1/+2 and has flying. An intelligent jetpack. For those who find themselves lost in space. Pretty cool. And here we have Biosynthetic Burst. Interesting. Get a lot of new pulls on this pack. 1/1 counter on a target creature you control. It gains reach, trample, and indestructible until end of turn, and then you untap it. Becoming something new. Ooh, another swarm collar. Screaming fangs. Nutrient block. It's a food. Got some food in here. Indestructible food. You sacrifice it, gain life. And when it dies, you get a card. Fascinating. Let's see here. What else do we have? Next up is an artifact. An Edge Rover. Some robot scout with reach. When this creature dies, each player creates a lander token. Got another Dubious Delicacy. That's a fun one. Like that card. Does some cool stuff. A Bygone Colossus. A whopping 9 mana to summon. It's a robot giant, and that robot giant looks like he's just strolling through the planet like it's a field. My gosh, it's huge. 9/9 warp. All right, we pulled a borderless land, a special land. Bonder's Enclave. Oh, look, space whales. That's a land that it's colorless. You can draw a card with it. Only if you have a creature with power 4 or greater. That's one's fun. That's fun, all right. Biotech Specialist. Insect Scientist. Dual color. Creates a lander tokens, and when you sacrifice an artifact, it deals 2 damage to a target opponent. Modify those alleles and try again. Got 4 legs and 4 arms. And here is our we got another help version of Halea. This time this is the Ascendant Cadet. Legendary creature, human soldier. Whenever Halea enters her attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. By the eternal and ever-flowing light, I swear myself to this cause. Another Halea. All right. I bet there's a planeswalker of hers out there somewhere. There has to be. Well, there's our swamp card for that one. But that is it. That is the end of our polls. Now, feel free to comment if there's any cards that you saw in there that were like, whoa, that's crazy. I don't know, it didn't really feel like it, but I haven't been paying much attention to what is in this set. I wanted it to be a bit of a surprise, and it was a pleasant surprise. Indeed. Got the boosters, the life counter, of course the box. Well, this has been fun for my first one of these, and hopefully it won't be the last. Maybe we'll do some other stuff, some different unboxing. Maybe I'll even get into some of my old Magic cards and go through my collection and show you what I got. But that was fun. Feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you out there in the wonderful world of Magic.